Hello, and welcome back to my channel, King Steve Von Tarot. And Leo, this will be a collective reading for you guys, another bonus reading. Again, you guys blew the views and likes out of the ballpark, so it's only right. And plus, you're my sister sign. Some may say I'm a little biased, but who cares? You're my sister. What's going on, Leo? What is good? Okay, you guys have been like in my energy all day. And plus, I told you my best friend is a Leo. So it's really crazy. Like, I'm constantly in Leo's energy and Scorpio's energy. It's really crazy. You would think I would be more in Sagittarius energy because I'm a Sagittarius, but I think that can differ because I am a cusp. I am Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. So a lot of Sagittarius feel as though I'm a half breed, if you will. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these cards and let's get into it, Leo. Spirit, is there any messages that you have for the sign of Leo for the end of January 2021? Spirit, is there any messages that you have for the sign of Leo at the end of January for 2021? Spirit, is there any messages that you have for the sign of Leo for the end of January 2021? Alrighty. Yes, that Ten of Pentacles. Your second card is the Temperance. Alright, Leo. Y'all better get the fuck into it. Yes, and your next card is the Page of Wands. Okay. And we get one more for your overall energy. Yes. You start off with the Ten of Pentacles, honey, and the overall energy is the Nine of Pentacles. It was upright. And what's crazy is your overall energy is the Nine of Pentacles, but your reading starts off with the 10. That's crazy. So, Leo, let's get into it. I clearly see that you have moved past the bullshit. Okay, Leo? Remember I told you the last reading, you are in the last stages. Like, finally, you're in the last stages. Okay, Leo, let's see what's going on. Now, you guys also know that the 10 of Pentacles is Virgo's energy. Okay, and also has a placement in Mercury. This can speak of home, abundance, savings. This can also speak of uncertainty and disagreement. Um, I feel like for some of you, you have someone living with you, and I believe that the disagreement is with that person, and their uncertainty is whether they're going to stay there. Um, but for some of you that don't have somebody living with you, I feel like your uncertainty and the disagreement can kind of maybe be coming from a partner that you're staying with. It can be due to the abundance or the savings in the home. Maybe you agree that y'all should save the money this way, and they agree that you should do it this way. Um, or for some of you, remember, for some of the Leos that's been watching my previous readings, you might have truly moved on to a new person. Remember I said, you guys, the last reading, I believe you guys had the eight or the 8 or 9 of swords, I believe it was. It was the 8 of swords. And remember I said you had 8 shiny options? I believe you guys picked. And right now, that 10 of Pentacles is speaking of that home and that abundance that you have with that new person. But it comes with a form of uncertainty because, again, this is a new person and you guys are just maybe having slight disagreements. But by this being in the upright, it's showing me that those disagreements are not something that's going to make or break the relationship. It's just little minor things. It's not nothing to really be alarmed about. Now, what's crazy is you guys have the Temperance card, which is your second card. Now, The Temperance is Sagittarius's energy. Okay, so this may either be a Sagittarius that you're messing with. And for some of you Leos, I feel like that it is a Sagittarius that you're messing with. Um, or they can have a Sagittarius moon or in their chart, but I strongly feel like that this is a Sagittarius. I also feel like that you also want to you want to ask yourself, Leo, to what must I restore equilibrium in order to reach my objectives? So again, I feel like for some of you with this new person that's picked this new option, um, you want to make sure that you equal out things in your personal life in order to reach your objectives with this new person, okay? But this can also, don't forget that temperance speaks of healing, adaptation, also circulation, reconciliation, harmony, protection, okay? Um, cooperation. This can speak of disorder and coldness and also misunderstandings. But I feel like by this being in the upright, this is not you that the disorder is coming from. This is not you that the coldness is coming from. And this is not you that the misunderstandings is coming from. Okay? I feel like this can either be maybe a little bit of the new person and you may not be understanding where this little bit of coldness is coming from. And maybe it's due to the disorder. Maybe this person, and if they are a Sagittarius, we definitely are neat freaks. We like order. So this person may feel a little uncomfortable with the disorder because, again, don't forget the Ten of Pentacles can also speak of uncertainties. Okay? Um, so maybe the disorder is maybe how fast you guys did it. They feel like, dang, this is a little, out of whack, or we didn't do this right, or it might have moved a little too fast, and it brought upon a little coldness from this person. And again, this is why I say this person has to be a Sagittarius because we don't like disorder, and we will kind of shut down a little bit if we feel like we're in a situation or any type of area that has a sense of disorder. Um, but I think it's all due to just you guys coming into this freshly and just still learning each other, still getting used to each other's vibes. Um, but again, with this being in the upright, this disorder, coldness, and misunderstandings will only be temporary. Will only be temporary. I just feel like Leo, with you being a fire sign and with this Sagittarius being a fire sign, and again, this person, it can be their moon or it can be in their chart, but with them having this trait nonetheless, um, it's going to bring a sense of the clashing of the titans, if you will. Don't forget, Sag and Leos are sister signs. They're leaders by nature. So a Sag and a Leo trying to be in a relationship together is like, who's going to dominate first? Who's going to be the dominant one? You know what I mean? But I feel like Leo, with the Sagittarius being half human and half horse, half animal, they bring a sense of, how you say, they bring a sense of logic, if you will, to the connection that I think you like. Because let's not forget, Leo. You're all animal, where Sagittarius is human and animal, so they kind of have like the best of both worlds, if you will. And don't get me wrong, being the king of the jungle is an accomplishment and a accolade and um, achievement within itself. Conquering a jungle, conquering land and other animals and species and things around you. Um, but you also are attracted to the Sagittarius because they bring something that you don't bring. And that's okay. That's what makes us all different. Um, but I also feel that The coldness, misunderstandings, and disorder will only be temporary. Again, just ask yourself, where do I need to restore the equilibrium in order for us to reach these objectives, and especially for you to reach these objectives, okay? Now, your next card will be the Page of Wands, and this can be earth and fire energy. So you're looking at Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or this could be your energy, Leo, or your Sagittarius energy, or they can have Aries in their moon. You can have it in your moon or place it in both of your charts. Again, apply how it fits. Now, this can also speak of foreign, good news, moves, uncertainties in action, and warning. So again, I feel like you guys got past those that little disorder and misunderstandings. I feel like that you guys are making the moves. It's going to be uncertainties in actions because again, you guys are still getting used to each other. And I believe that the warning is basically speaking of, and what Spirit is kind of telling me is just pay attention to everyday flags. Like if you guys are investing in an apartment together, if the person you're going to go see is giving you the runaround or being shady, recognize those flags, recognize the warnings. You know, if you see that this new person, say if you guys said, okay, well we're going to do this, or maybe they say that they're going to move in with you or something like that. You know, if you see that they got a bit of an attitude problem or a temper problem, it doesn't make them a bad person, but recognize, hey, do I want to deal with that from a distance by them having their own place, or do I want to deal with that up close and personal every day? So again, recognize the obvious warning signs, Leo, so you are not falling backwards into the situation that you were with the Scorpio. Because remember, for a lot of you guys, you were messing with the Scorpio. Now, your overall energy, Leo, is the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Which doesn't surprise me at all, because we all know that you guys are about your pentacles, and this is also Virgo's energy and has a placement in Venus. This speaks of wisdom, far-sightedness, conquest. This can also speak of consequences and fraud, and you see how it's an eye right in the middle of that pentacle, that ninth pentacle, okay? Again, in order for you to reach that 10 of pentacles, your overall energy, you had to keep an eye. You had to keep an eye out on your pentacles. You had to make sure that, I feel like for some of you, remember I said with this person, just watch out for the warning signs if you guys decide to get an apartment together or do something together or maybe go on a trip together or just invest in something together. Again, this can speak of fraud and corruption, and by this being in the upright, the fraud and corruption is not coming from you. The fraud and corruption is coming from whatever you're investing in. So again, whatever you guys are getting ready to do, make sure that there's no type of corruption. Read the fine print. Do not be quick to just sign a lease. Do not be quick to just sign something for a car. Um, don't be quick to just open up bank accounts. Okay, I'm kind of hearing that too for some of you. They may want to say, hey, let's do bank accounts or let's do a bank account. Or they may come to you and say, hey, can you put this in your account because something wrong with my, listen, I'm feeling, a little fraud or corruption, and it's not coming from you. It's coming from another party. Okay, so again, with that eye being in the middle of that ninth pentacle, keep your eye on your pentacle, Leo. Keep your eye on your pentacle. Oh, and you want to know what's so funny? What's so funny is right under that overall energy, the moon card is in reverse, okay? And this can speak of secrets. This can also speak of mystery. Um, when you come across the moon card, can I trust my intuition? But by this being in reverse, I feel like some of you are not paying attention to the warnings. Remember, the Page of Wands said warning. You're not paying attention. See, if this was in the upright, I would see more of unveiling. Okay, I would see more of research, intuition. And mind you, this also asks you, can I trust my intuition? This is in reverse. So you guys are not noticing the warnings. You're not keeping that eye out for some of you. And for some of you that didn't go through this yet, this is a warning to tell you that, to trust your intuition. Do not blindly look past. Don't blindly look past your intuition because this moon card came out in reverse. Don't let things be so good that you're not paying attention to the warnings and you're not keeping an eye on your pentacles. Okay? Because remember, this Nine of Pentacles is your overall energy. Your reading started off with the Ten of Pentacles, which show you went to that next step. So for some of you, you peeped the signs and you peeped the fraud and you did what you had to do. For some of you, it did not happen yet, and this is a warning. And for some of you that's in it right now, you need to pay attention. That's what Spirit is telling you. Pay attention. Don't be caught up in la la land with this new person. I know that this Sag energy or this Sagittarius can be very fun and adventurous, and I'm a Sagittarius myself, so we like to travel and have fun, but I will speak for fellow Sagittarians. I will play the devil's advocate a little bit. We can get caught up in our fun a little too much to the point that we neglect, okay, signs and things that we're supposed to see because we're so happy about what's in front of us that we look past things that can potentially harm us later on down the line. So don't get so caught up in the fun that you guys look past the warnings and now you're being frauded out of your pentacles, okay? Because this moon card definitely came out in reverse, okay? And Spirit is telling me to leave your messages there, Leo. I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support. You guys are everything. Please like the video if it resonated. Again, once you like it, it gets it viewed more, it gets it to other Leos, and I'm sure you guys definitely don't mind helping out a fellow Leo. So again, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, the bell, so you could be notified every time we upload a video. I'm going to also be coming up with different ideas, guys, for different types of spreads, for different types of messages for you guys. I'm also working on getting other decks. The reason why I have not introduced my other decks yet is because I'm trying to make sure that I learn my decks. That way I know what I'm talking about when I'm giving you guys messages. That way the messages I give you are genuine, authentic, and they are truly coming from Spirit. They have been blessed, and it truly can help you on your journey. Leos, I love you, and I'll catch you on the next reading. Namaste.